Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. All right. All right. So this is a single divine feminine reading. Okay. So let me tell y'all what I did. Okay. I said it's time for the teacher to lead the students off the bench. So I was in the grocery store and I ran into Mr. Gluteus Maximus with the abs and the tight ass. And all I did was reach for a carton of eggs. They said a gallon of milk, a carton of eggs, a stick of butter. A stick of butter. So I was just like reaching, and he said, I'm sorry, am I in your way? I said, you're not in my way. He said, oh, okay. I said, I just have to give you a compliment. I said, normally when I see men dressed in to exercise or what, they can look a little, feminine. But I said, you, sir, you look very masculine and your workout gear. And he was just like, thank you. He's like, that's thank you. I appreciate that. I said, yeah, I said, do you train people? Are you a trainer? And he was like, no, I don't train people, but I do work out with people. So I said, oh, okay, so you like work out with friends or with people you know? And I said, he said, yeah, like, just work out with friends. I said, oh, okay. Well, I said, I just moved to Texas and, I got a membership to the gym, but, I'm kind of an introvert. So I don't tend to, be motivated to go and be around a lot of people. But, I'm trying to get back into working out regularly. And he was just like, well, would you like to meet up and work out sometime? I said, sure. I would love an invitation to work out with you. And he was just like, yeah, sure. Come on. Judgment. He obviously knows a good thing when he sees it. So he was like, here's my number. He said, give me your number. I gave him my number. And then he said, don't worry about it because I'm going to call you first or message you first. And he said, just be ready to go when I do. And I said, yes, sir, I will. I will be ready to work out with you and your friends and work out. And he said, yeah, work out. I said, so let me just ask you, when you say work out, do you really mean work out? He started laughing. He said, he said, you funny. He said, you real funny. Then he did that eye thing where you looked up, they look you up and down. He said, yeah. He said, you funny. That's cute. I said, no. I said, it's not cute and it's not funny. It's very, very sincere. And he was just like, he gave me his name. And I said, my name is Nikki. I said, but my closest friends call me Sapphire. So I said, use whichever name makes you comfortable. And he was like, I don't know. I like that Sapphire. That fire at the end. It seems like that fits you very well. I said, I've been told that. I said, but let me go because I'm not trying to cook my eggs while they're still in the carton, So he was just like, he started laughing. He started blushing. Dang, he started blushing. I was like, and I'll wait for you to call so we can work out. And he was like, bet, that's a plan. All right, Mr. Gluteus Maximus. So I'm going to be working out, okay, and getting back in shape with somebody helping me. It's just training, y'all. It's just training. I'm dying. All right, so let's do a reading on single divine feminine energy. Are y'all the kind of divine feminine that'll shoot your shot? Or do you sit back and wait for someone to shoot their shot at you? Do you know how to let a man know that you're open to his advances and give him a compliment, and he knows that that compliment is an invitation without you taking away from his masculinity? A lot of women don't know how to flirt anymore. They don't know how to let a man know I'm open. So if you ask me on a date, I'm going to say yes. I don't want you to, why go to that woman that's not giving you any signs, that doesn't know how to let you know she's open, versus the one that knows how to use different tones and different words to let him know, baby, if you ask me, I guarantee you I'm going to say yes. Meanwhile, nasty Carmisha over there always got a mean mug on her face, or always, oh, you got to do this. You got to take me to dinner. You got to do this. Baby, how about this? You invited me to dinner, but I'm going to pay for dinner the second date. I'm going to surprise you. The first time, I'm going to let him pay. Because first dates, I always do coffee, desserts, things like that. I don't want a man spending a lot of money, because I don't want him focused on his pockets. I want him focused on me, okay? Because I'm going to be focused on him, not on what he gave me, what I ordered to eat, okay? A lot of people don't know how to date out here. So then when we go on that first date, I'm going to let him pay for it. Second date, I'm going to offer to pay for it. I'm not even going to offer, I'm going to do it. I'm going to catch the waitress. Hey, charge my card for dinner, and then bring the receipt to the table. So then when the receipt comes, he goes, you paid for it? Yeah, I did. I was treating you. I said, yes, but you treated me last time. And this time you treated me with your presence. So I can show you just as much appreciation as you showed me. Girl, listen, these men have not been treated right. Okay? So when they meet one that does for them and puts them in a position where they don't have to feel like they have to beg to know whether or not she wants them, or plead or beg to get her affection, or, well, I got other options, so I'll let you. Listen, Linda, men have hearts too, okay? They want to be valued just as much as the next woman. Mm-hmm. Spirit, show me divine feminine, single divine feminines. Show me single divine feminine energy. So I'll let y'all know, because we already started talking this morning. We've been texting, and he is going to let me know when he's meeting up with a couple other people to work out. It's not going to just be us, because I'm a builder of friendships. I believe in communication, consistent communication, and friendship, and that's what we're going to build. So I'm not going straight to the bedroom. We're going to go out. We're going to work out. Maybe meet up, have a couple salads, get some poke after the gym. After the gym is the best way to get to know someone. When y'all get done, you have to replenish your liquids. You got to eat. That's the best time to go out. Hey, you want to go grab something to eat? Grab a smoothie? Sure, come on. And y'all sit and talk. Conversation. That's the way to a man's heart. Listen to what he's got to say, and don't always have your mouth open. But then when he tells you, I want to hear what you have to say, then go ahead and talk. Just don't talk your head off. Don't talk about your exes. Leave that shit in the past. Don't nobody want to hear about your ex. Don't nobody want to hear about your ex-husband, your ex-wife, what the hell you went. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Okay? Talk about yourself. The lessons, maybe things you've gone through, your career, the accomplishments. Things that let a person know that you're mature. That you've healed and let some shit go. And then when they ask about your ex, then you bring up, well, that didn't work out. He was inconsistent, and, I required consistency in my life. And I realized that, people give consistency to those things, places, and situations that they really desire. If they don't desire you, then they're not going to invest the time and energy. And I had to learn that and walk away and leave it. And I'm sitting here with you right now and really don't want to talk about him. I'd much rather talk about you. Yes, always flip that shit, girl. Come on now. All right. She said, I'm trying to see what's up with the Scorpio Sapphire, LL, because I'm like, what do you want? Is he in Texas? Because if he's not in Texas, sweetheart, he ain't the one. Okay? Yes, some of y'all need to understand. You need to be looking out. That why would you find a fertile relationship in infertile soil? Okay? Yeah, some people, yeah. If he ain't in Texas, he ain't it. Six of Swords is moving on, moving ahead. Okay, so a lot of y'all single divine feminines, you've been through a season, you've been through abusive relationships, you've been through heartbreak, you've been through a lot of shit. Okay, you've been through a lot, and you're moving into this season now where you're just like, you know what? I don't want to deal with that anymore. Okay, I'm leaving the past behind me. I'm leaving the hurt and the pain behind me. All right. The abusive exes, the people who talk slick to me, say shit to me, don't respect me. I'm leaving all of that behind. The third party situations, people running back to their exes, people dabbling in, they still got those numbers in their phone. I'm not dealing with that no more. People wanting to come back around, talk about, oh, well, can we just see where it goes? You're like, I'm not doing that anymore either. Okay. I don't want to see where it goes. I know where I want it to go. If you don't know what you want, that's on you. But most of us know what we want, which is why with the Six of Swords, it's an energy of separating the wheat from the chaff, the keepers from the throwbacks. Okay? Who's a keeper and who's a throwback? Y'all have already learned these lessons. So if you're out here now and you're getting the wrong men, that's because you didn't learn from the ones you went through. All you did was swipe left, but you didn't learn the lesson from that before you swiped it left. You got to be able to self-assess and look at yourself, because the common denominator in all relationships and partnerships, marriages, whatever situations that don't work out is you. That is you. So you have to look at yourself. Why do I keep having this ex that breaks my heart? Okay? Because you keep letting her come in. You don't have no boundaries. Why do I keep having this ex that cheats on me? Okay? Because you allow him to cheat on you and keep coming back, and you don't know boundaries. If you don't learn how to put boundaries in your life, people will always play you and mess with you. And you got to recognize when people are going to manipulate you. Okay? Because you don't put boundaries in place. Can I come stay at your house? I don't have a place to stay. No, you can't. You got family, you got other people. Well, they're not here. Well, let me give you a ticket to your family. Let me give you a ticket to your mama house, to your cousin house, to your uncle, to your auntie. But no, you can't stay here. Because sometimes when people recognize they can pull on your heartstrings, they're going to take advantage of that. And that's the problem. We always go to I don't want to be mean. I don't have a problem being mean. When my livelihood and my quality of life is at stake, I don't have a problem being mean. Mean people don't have a problem being mean. Okay? And actually, it's not being mean. It's called boundaries. No, you can't lay up in my house. Okay? No. There's just certain shit that I'm just not doing. Okay? And when I move on with my life, there's certain ties, like certain level relationships have levels, and you have to create those levels and boundaries, and you have to stick to that shit. And people gonna push it. And you have to say, listen, I appreciate the things you did for me, appreciate the past, but it's time to go. Okay? Who are you? Hold on, you have to consider to the time benefit. Okay, I don't know who you are, but another criminal. But you doing a little bit too much on here, okay? And I'm not trying to be mean, but you're doing a little bit too much, sweetheart. So we just gonna I send you blessings and stability and wish you well, but you're just doing a little bit too much here. This is a channel of healing, not focusing on negative and stuff like that. You need to go get a cleansing and let go of your ex, because you still talking about them. You must still be hung up on them. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles. All right. Some of y'all are moving forward to a King of Pentacles. This husband material. Okay. The King of Pentacles is your husband. She said, Harpo, who that woman? I know, right? I'm like, no, I'm not sending on, but I'm just saying you're doing too much, sweetheart. Okay? You need to do some healing, do some cleansing. You letting somebody live rent-free in your head, and that's not going to help you. Okay? Yeah. So the King of Pentacles, some of y'all have left a cycle, and you're headed towards the King of Pentacles. That's your husband. That's the father of your baby. If y'all still in the making them now, I'm just saying. Okay? Some of y'all, you're leaving a season of abusive relationships, and you're stepping into meeting your husband. Okay? High Priestess. Hidden knowledge. Some of y'all are meeting your husband material, and you're going to keep it to yourself. Okay? I told y'all won't know when I get married. I'll probably still be talking about dating, and I'll already be married, settled down and everything, and I'll still be talking about gluteus maximus. Yes, Lord, you should have saw the tushy on him. Oh my God. Okay. But yeah, let me get back here. So, High Priestess, some of y'all, you're being called to keep your marriage, because the King of Pentacles is a husband. You're being called to keep your marriage, your commitment, your husband, your to yourself. Okay. Illusions. What did I just say? You have hidden knowledge and the moon card here. Okay. God is telling you that when I give you a husband, I gave you something valuable, which means you don't need to go on social media and tell everybody you found a husband. You don't need to go posting your engagement ring, because spell work can be done over those pictures. I'm telling you, it's so crazy. I see so many people who go through hell because they got to brag or they got to show off. Show off to your friends and family. If you got a tight circle, I have an Instagram page that literally has like maybe 10 people on it. Okay. And those are the only 10 people I trust to show off pictures of my family. Okay. I can't post my picture of my kids and shit up there in public. You're right. All right. How many people want to destroy my family? No, we can't do that. All right. So you're being told, Divine Feminines, that with your husband coming in, it's supposed to, your intuition is telling you to keep certain things, hidden knowledge. And with the moon card, all right, do this voluntarily. Okay. Allow people to not know every aspect of your life. Karmic, there you go, judgment. Because God is saying that this is going to play out in your favor if you do. Okay. Now, the reason also judgment is a right now. Okay. Energy. I told you, look at this. I can't make this shit up. Knight of Wands. Some of y'all are literally, you've left that season and you are moving right into something, like quickly, passionate. Okay. Moving forward to a passionate adventure with the person that's going to become your husband. I cannot make this shit up. See the chariot on the top of your, and let me tell you something. When this man becomes your husband, you ain't got to row no boat. You ain't got to take control of nothing. This man that's chariot. That man going to take you where you need to go. He's going to lead, because that's what the King of Pentacles does. King of Pentacles is a businessman. Okay. And you have to know how to roll with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the kind of man that's like, baby, I got to go on a business trip. I got to handle A, B, and C. Okay. Sometimes you and the kids, if you got them, will go with him. Other times you might not be with him. Okay. But he going to call you every night and fall asleep on the phone with his baby. Okay. Other times y'all might go on a business. He might go on a business trip, or he might have to go handle some stuff. And he might check you into the hotel and say, all right, I'm going over here to take care of this. I'll be back. I love you, baby. I'll be back. The King of Pentacles knows that he can trust his wife to be faithful to him, because the stability and the foundation that he's built, he knows that she's not going to throw that all away at once, because she's been through some shit. A lot of y'all are moving on from that season of dealing with the men that come in just to have sex. I don't want that. I don't want no minute man. I don't want no man that's coming in, we have sex, and then he disappears. I need consistency in my life. A lot of y'all have been looking for boyfriends, and now you're going to looking for men. You're leaving that season of chasing after or waiting for that man who lays good pipe. That shit is done. Keep your pipe, because there's a whole lot of other pipe fitters out here. Okay? They weren't the only one. They may have been, maybe the best that you experienced at that point, or you felt like maybe, God, I just, I don't know if I'm going to find anybody just as good as him in bed. But see, the King of Pentacles is coming with more than just sex. He comes with a foundation. He comes with a stability. Okay? This is the energy of a man that, I'm going to give you a case in point. I was talking to one of my family members, right? And he's been dating this woman. And he said that they were in the car and they were driving and they were heading to go get something to eat. And she was sitting in the front seat, front seat princess. Okay. And she said to him, this is why I love you. And he said, why? She said, because you didn't ask me what I wanted to eat. You said, are you hungry? He said, yeah. She said, yeah. He said, come on, let's go get something to eat. He picked the restaurant, he picked the food, and he took her there. She said, when I'm with you, I don't have to worry about these things. Versus a man that's always like, well, what is it you want? I'll do whatever you want. And you spend 30 minutes trying to figure out what the hell it is you want. But really what you want is a man that's going to lead, or a significant other that's going to lead. That's what you want. You want a man that when you say, yeah, baby, I'm hungry, and he's like, all right, I'm going to order some food. And then you walk out in the kitchen or the living room and all the food is there. And you're like, you ordered this? And he's like, yeah. And you're like, oh my God, he knows I love this type of food. So he knows your personality, so he can take charge. The number one reason why women fight men on leadership is because they don't have confidence in the men that they chose. I'm going to say it again. It's a lot of women out here that's going to argue with me on this. The number one reason why a woman fights a man on leading is because she don't trust him to lead as good as her. So if you don't trust him to lead, then you're going to fight him every 2 steps he takes. Every time he takes a step, you're going to be like, oh, I don't know, we should do that. I don't like that. Well, I think we should do this. Okay, but here goes the thing. If he gets you from point A to point B, what difference does it make as long as he gets you there? I remember when I was married and my son used to vacuum, and I used to hate how my kids used to vacuum because, kids just go all over the damn place, okay? And I like lines in the carpet. I like to see the lines in the carpet. And I remember we were in family therapy, and my kid said, she complains about the vacuuming. And I said, I do, because I like to see the lines. The therapist said, what difference does it make, Nikki, as long as he's doing his chore? And I said, she said, see, you doing too much. You damned if you do. So if he does the vacuuming, he's damned. But if you don't do it the way you want, he's damned. Why can't you just be okay with the fact that he did the vacuuming and be okay with it? And give him that praise for doing it. And I said, you know what? She's right. She's right. So a woman that fights a man on leading, okay? When he's leading, that's the thing about husband material. Husband will share with you what he's going to do. I'm going to order some food. Do you know what you want? And you're like, well, no, then I'm going to order for you. No problem. He knows what I like. Okay. If you say, I think I want to buy a new house, babe. I think we want to sell this house and buy a new house. He's going to be like, okay, do you have any ideas what you like? I might send him a couple houses and say, I like these are the things I'm looking for. These are things I like. And he's going to say, okay, boom. Next thing you know, he's like, hey, I set up some tours to go look at some houses. And you go look at every one of these houses, and he made sure everything that you told him was met in that house. That's a leader. He took you into consideration. He didn't just choose. He took you into consideration. Or if he does choose a house and say, baby, I found the house. I'm going to put a down payment on it. I want to show it to you. And you're like, okay. You're not going to be offended that he didn't show it to you in advance. You're not going to be offended that he didn't run it to you for approval, because you trust your leaders, the leadership of your man. And he takes you to see the house, and everything in there has got everything that you told him were important to you. Might have some aesthetics. You don't like certain colors, or maybe you're not crazy about the carpet, but those are things you can change. Other than that, all the requirements you made, he met them. And you like, damn, now see, that's a leader. That's a man. I don't need to argue, because he heard me. He listens to me. When a woman feels she's not heard, she will argue with a man. When a woman is damaged from previous relationships, she will argue with the new man because the last man didn't hear, because she's not healed. Men got to recognize when a woman's not healed and she's making you pay for the last man. Okay? Same thing with divine feminines. Y'all need to recognize when a man is not healed and he's making you pay for the last woman. Leave that man where he is and move on. Because you're not supposed to have to fix the problems that the last woman created. And we got to get out of that mindset. Okay? The Eight of Swords. All right? I feel that somebody has been secretly hiding their feelings about you moving forward. Okay? The Emperor. Yeah. For some of y'all, what I'm getting here, and please be prepared for this, ladies. Okay? Every man that is a good leader has been through some bad relationships, because you don't learn how to make good decisions by making nothing but good decisions. You learn about your decision-making process when you make bad decisions. Okay? So what we have here, some of y'all have a husband coming in. What you don't know is that there is a woman who has not gotten over this man. Okay? Now this man is moving on with his life, but there's a woman who has not accepted. There's a woman who has not accepted, okay, that this man is moving on with his life. With the Moon card and the Seven of Swords, this woman may have been using some kind of deceptive strategy to keep this man from moving forward. But I feel very strongly this man is Judgment with the Emperor. This is divine masculine. This is y'all's husband. And he is coming in. He is coming in. For some of y'all, you might meet this man like I did at the grocery store with his gluteus maximus. And look at that. I just said that. Look at that. Look at his gluteus maximus. And don't say shit to me, because I don't discriminate. I will date a white guy. I will date a Puerto Rican guy. I will date an Indian guy. I do not give a damn. I date what looks good to me and what feels good to me. Okay? And if it's a black man, I'll date him too. Shit. Okay? But I ain't gonna lie. It's something about a man, a cowboy. I'm loving this shit here with the cowboys with their boots and their jeans, and they come in the store dirty. Oh my God, that dirt all on the front of their jeans because they've been working on the farm. Hands hard as hell. Ooh, it's nothing like having a man. Yes, the accent. Okay. I was in the store last year and this guy came up to me. He said, he was cute as hell too. Oh my God, he was fun as hell with his cowboy hat on and his jeans and his boots. And he said, because I looked at him and I nodded, smile, cute ass smile. He said, what shirt do you think would go best with this man? He said, I got a date and I feel a little nervous. I said, shit, you nervous. She need to be nervous. You fine as hell. So I said, you know what? I said, that one with the blue. You got blue in your eyes? He said, yeah, they go from blue to green sometimes. I said, the blue one will bring out the color in your eyes. She'll like that. And he said, thank you. I was like, oh my God. Listen. Oh. Now I've met some men here with that accent. Give me a country boy, okay? I'll take a country boy. I don't care. Yes, they say country people, they're conscious of their accent. I don't care. Give me, all right? Shit. And his eyes were gorgeous too. I kept staring at him. And I wanted to say, damn, I wonder, nah, Nikki, don't make him try and cancel that date tonight. That girl is supposed to be something to him. Show me this high priestess with the 8 of swords. Somebody here is in their head. They're stuck. They can't help it. With the moon card and the 7 of swords, somebody is planning something deceptive. They're planning to do something, and they're planning to do something to stop you meeting this husband or this divine masculine. They're planning to do something. That's why the 7 of swords is on the moon card. Somebody's been playing with spell work, doing moon magic. Okay. Somebody's been, with the high priestess of the moon, somebody's been playing in spell work trying to hold the divine masculine back. And this is y'all's husband. Yes, it is. Okay. Some of y'all are going to meet this man, or you already met this man. For some of y'all, there is a woman behind this man that does not want to let him go. And y'all need to understand that. And don't hold these men accountable for that. When you meet a man and he got a crazy ex-wife or crazy baby mom, that is not his fault. These women going to do what they want to do. They're not, them not letting these men go don't have shit to do with these men. And sometimes we want to punish a man. Well, your baby mom, your ex, that's not his fault. She crazy. That is not his fault. Obviously, that's why he's not with her anymore, right? So if that's not, you can't punish him for her being nuts. All right. Clarify this high priestess with the 8 of swords. This person is one sword away from busting a nutty, because the 9 of swords is mental breakdown. This person's already in their head being quiet. Okay. They're keeping something secret. Sympathy and reverse. Damn. Look, what did I say? And look, hysteria. Didn't I say somebody about to have a nervous breakdown? Sympathy. Somebody, and look, miserable. Damn. And offended. Look, I'm not lying. Somebody is, and look, anger. I cannot make this shit up. Okay? So we have a woman here, self-hostility. They're beating themselves up. This woman may have been with this man at some point in time. She tried to be with this man, or maybe it didn't work out. I don't know. Okay? But what I'm getting here with the hysteria and the miserable, the sympathy in reverse, I feel like somebody has been wanting, look, annoyed, hold on, calmness. I'm telling you, somebody is angry at themselves and they're pretending to be calm. Okay? They're being really calm, but they're not. In reality, they're not calm. This person is miserable. They may be wanting sympathy that they're not receiving. Okay, from this man. So this could be an energy of, say your ex-boyfriend calls you and he's like, oh man, I was in a car accident. And you're like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And he's just like, yeah, I'm in the hospital. You're like, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll pray for you. Bye-bye. Take care. And hang up. And he's like, damn, she not gonna come to the hospital? No. Why are you gonna go to, that's not your man. That's not your man no more. Why are you gonna be at the hospital with somebody? No, that's not your man. He didn't want you. He chose another bitch. He chose to be single. He chose to deal with several women. He chose to rip and run the street. Call one of them other bitches and ask one of them to come up there. You got a whole entourage. Call them and tell them. I'm sure if you go tell Karmic, she gonna run right on up there and be like, oh my God, Ray's in the hospital. Ray, are you okay, Ray? Call Karmic, she'll come. Okay? Shit, you chose that bitch. So she got you. Okay? Let's keep it real. All right. So I feel like this woman may have tried some, I'm going to kill myself. Oh my God, I'm going to kill myself. I don't know what I'm going to do. And somebody's like, yeah, I'm kind of over that shit because you haven't done it yet. I keep telling people, stop using that. I'm going to kill myself. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need you. I'm mentally unstable. Listen, I will 5150 hold a fuck. I will 72-hour hold a bitch in a heartbeat. Do you hear me? Corey Holcomb 5150. Yeah, because bitches out here, people out here crazy. Men and women out here are crazy. Okay? So yeah, I will tell you in a heartbeat, like, yo, don't tell me you're going to kill yourself, because I swear to God, I will call 911 and have them take you in for a 72-hour hold. Don't play. Okay? It's not a game. I'm not the person that's going to be, well, why you want to kill yourself? Talk to me, baby. Well, you got so much to no, see, that's not my job. Go find the bitches that you chose over me and let them talk you out the hole. Okay? Go find, for Divine Masculine, tell her, go find them men that she chose over you and let them talk her out the hole. Hell out of here. What the hell I look like? Okay? Shit, I'm not Dr. Phil. I don't get no copay. Okay? But you got to recognize when people use their mental health to manipulate you. Okay? I feel like the world is coming to an end. Well, bitch, it can come to an end outside my door, right? It can come to an end without you calling me, right? Like, y'all don't know me. I have 3 suicide attempts. 3. The third one, I died. I was clinically dead for over 25 minutes. When I was brought back, they told my parents that because my heartbeat, they had to sit there and pump my heart for 20 some minutes before they got my heartbeat back, that they didn't know if my brain would be okay. I could have some slight memory loss and everything, and I did. But I'm going to tell you one of the most profound things my mama said to me when I went into behavioral health treatment. She said, if you kill yourself, we gonna bury you and life gonna go back to normal tomorrow. So if that's really what you want to do, then you go ahead and do that shit. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're doing it because you think you're gonna get some sympathy, or you think you're gonna get somebody to run to your aid, you better tighten it up and you better get stronger. Because this world got all kinds of battles in it that's gonna whoop your ass. And you can't be talking about killing yourself and taking yourself out every damn time. Because you're going to go in the ground and Monday morning, everybody going to go back to work. I'm just saying. When she said it at the time, I was 17. The shit hit real cold. And I said, damn, she's cold as hell. But then I had to realize she's kind of right. My brother died when he was 25. I was in my 20s when my brother died, or my early 30s when my brother died. And you know what? Don't nobody talk about my brother no more. Don't nobody say shit about my brother. I talk about and think about my brother every damn day. Can't get him out my head. I celebrate his birthday every year. My father does too. Okay? My brother does too. But my brother died and life went on. Everybody went on with their lives. His girlfriend went on fucking other dudes, got a new man. Okay? Because that's what life does. Life goes on. Okay? That's my baby brother, Deshaun. And that was me. I miss him every day. You can't get back. You can't change the past. But you can continue to move forward. Wasn't he handsome? That was in Philadelphia. That's where he passed away, in Philadelphia. I can't get him back. He was the love of my life. But people don't remember him the way they used to. Okay? If you're gonna, when I said I didn't want to be here, it wasn't a joke for me. I took all the steps. A lot of people like to threaten they're gonna kill themselves for drama. And they want somebody to blame. Now, I'm not going to lie. The first time that I tried to kill myself, my thought process was, I'm going to make my parents and my sister feel bad about the way they treat me. But they didn't feel that way. They did not feel bad about the way they treated me. My sister didn't feel bad. She didn't give a damn. Okay? And I actually did it after I had an argument with her. I was 15 years old. I just had I didn't fit in. And what I realized is life is too precious. If you don't value your own life, you can't ask other people to value it for you. If you're looking for value in your life based on other people putting you on a pedestal, you might as well pull it together right now. Okay? Because life goes on. And if you don't value your own life, that's on you. God didn't put you here to just worry about other people and what other people think, or to have people put you on a pedestal. God put you here for a purpose, and it's up to you to find that purpose and to find your worth and walk in it. And I found it. And I remember the last time I had my suicide attempt, I said, I got to find a reason to stay here. And whenever I get depressed, I got to find a reason to push through. Because God told me, you're not leaving here. Get back in your body. If you don't get back in, you will become a paraplegic. But you will come back here and do what you were called to do, because I know my purpose. He showed it to me over time. Okay? I feel like somebody has been using their mental health as a weapon to hold somebody back. They know that this has to move forward, that something has to come to an end. Okay? Somebody knows that somebody has a heart. And they know that because this person has a heart, it's like, I feel like I want to kill myself. I'm depressed. I'm this, I'm that. And then somebody says, well, I want to move on with my life. But I was there for you. I was there for you when you were down. I need somebody to be there for me. Yes, but to what point do you say, okay, now you got to lift yourself up. I can't keep rushing in and saving you. You got to lift yourself up. You got to want to have a reason to live. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for some of y'all, your husband is dealing with a person who is miserable. They hate themselves. They don't say it, but they do with self-hostility. Hysteria. This person has outbreaks of emotion. They're angry and they're offended that they can't get sympathy. This person is acting very narcissistic. And sometimes narcissistic behavior, playing mind games, using suicide as a weapon. Then I'm going to kill myself as a weapon to try and keep people stuck. Because that's what this looks like. Somebody's using their mental health and the fact that they have a history of mental health issues as a weapon. Now I understand that, because I remember when I used to argue with my ex, and I was just like, don't push me. Don't push me. Because I said I got 3 suicide attempts underneath my belt and 20 years of therapy. If you think I'm going to jail if I kill your ass, I'm not. I'm going to a mental institute. Okay? So don't push me. Don't push me, because I'll go to the mental institute, bitch. I ain't going to jail. The hell out of here. And and that right there is like, I was being sarcastic sometimes. But the point is, I was using my mental illness as a means for basically saying, I will beat your ass and say that I don't remember doing it. And I got the teenage records of my youth to back that shit up. So you know what that tells you? I've healed from my shit. But I'll use it if I have to. So I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like this person's mental health is not as bad as they think, as they make people believe it is. I believe that this person is mentally stable, but because because they've always been able to pull, I'm going to kill myself out my ass. Okay. And people respond to it. They've always been able to manipulate this masculine and family members and people with that. Okay. They realize this is a weapon that I can use to keep somebody from moving forward. And I feel like it doesn't work anymore. Okay? Yeah, you keep saying, I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to kill myself, but you don't do it. Eventually, you're crying wolf. You see what I'm saying? So when I said, I never told anybody I was going to kill myself, there was no need to. And that's another thing. When people tell you they're going to kill themselves directly, 10 times or not, they're telling you because it's a cry for help and they want help. They want your help, which is why they're telling you. Or they're using it as a manipulation tactic. Okay? Because instead of checking their asses into the hospital, you become the hospital. When you can't heal that in somebody, you can't. I'm telling you right now, you can't. All right? But when a person doesn't tell you that they're going to kill themselves and they do it, you best believe they really about that life. I never told anybody I was going to kill myself. I never said it. All 3 times, I never fucking told anybody. Why? Because I was dead ass serious. I didn't want nobody to save me. I didn't want nobody to save me. I really didn't want to be here. It wasn't an act. It wasn't a game. If I go tell somebody I'm going to kill myself, then they're going to be like, okay, what are we going to do? We got to save her. We got to save Nikki. No. I was like, it's not a game for me. This is a game. Somebody's been using their history of mental health as a game to get sympathy from people, but people ain't falling for that shit no more. Because you cried wolf too many times. You cried wolf too many times. Somebody might have done something to take them to the point of suicide. Like they might have done something to harm themselves, but they didn't really die. Okay? Like they knew exactly how much drugs to take so that they wouldn't die. Okay? Or they might, they've done it so many times for sympathy. People are over that shit. I keep hearing people are over it. They don't give a fuck anymore. And there's family members and people that are just like, yeah, we're tired. So now she's coming to, this could be the father of her child, okay? Or it could be an ex-husband, okay? But she's like, I can still play on his emotions. So what I'm getting from this, guys, is for some of y'all, your person has an ex who has been using their mental health as a weapon against them. And this is done. Y'all are going to be meeting this person. Some of y'all are about to meet this King of Pentacles. It will be, for some of y'all, it's going to be a brand new person. But he might have to tell you, listen, my baby mom, my ex-wife, they a little crazy. I've been through some shit with them. Now, I can't control what she does. I still got to raise my kids with her, or, I still, I got parts of my family still talk to her, even though I don't really, I can't control what they do. But I just need you to know, okay, that I'm with you, okay? I don't want you to feel like this ex is a threat to us. She might play on your phone. She might talk shit about you. She might do certain things, but I'm with you. Okay? So it's like I'm hearing New Edition, Can you stand the rain? Oh, storms will come. This I know for sure. This I know. Can you stand the rain? And he's going to say, listen, if she calls your phone and does some crazy shit, can you stand the rain, baby? Will we still be okay? Or are you going to let this bitch get in your head and fuck up what we got? Because I can't control this woman's actions. But what I can do is control mine and what I'm going to build with you. Don't punish this man because the woman that he dealt with in his past was a teaching tool. She's the reason why he's choosing you. She doesn't realize that. She is literally the catalyst for why this man is going to choose you. Okay? He, with the 6 of Swords, Divine Feminine, you have been through abusive relationships. You've dealt with the exes who drug you through the mud, that treated you like shit, that physically, emotionally, and mentally abused you. So you know what this person is dealing with. You may not have a crazy ex on your ass, but maybe you do. So y'all both understand each other, which can create a united front. But don't make this man pay for the mistakes and the behaviors of a woman or a man. Could be same sex too. Don't make your person pay for the person that taught them how to mature and turn into a stronger person. Okay? This person literally taught your person a lesson that's going to make them stronger. Thank this person. Thank this person. Thank this person for helping your person discern. One, a person who's mentally unstable. Okay? Maybe a person didn't know how to recognize mental health. They will when they get with you. They will. Okay? Another thing, your person may not have been able to recognize when they're being manipulated, but they know now this person taught them really well. Okay? All right? See, surrender your attachment to results. Stop worrying about how it's going to end and focus on the present. Sometimes we get so caught up in, well, are we going to end up married? Is he going to end up being with me? Is she going to end up? Stop it. Focus on the here and now. Focus on what y'all got in this moment. Don't worry about the end and where it's going. It's going to go where it's meant to go anyway. Okay? It says the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So when you keep holding on to, well, is he going to be with me? Is she going to be? Stop it. Live your life. Date that person. Does he make you happy? Does she make you happy? Have fun. Okay? Does he have a gluteus maximus? I'm just joking. Does he have a gluteus maximus? He does. Okay? Enjoy life. Have fun. You don't have to have sex with everybody that you date either. I told y'all that many times before. People always look at me, and when I tell them my stories, they be like, damn, how many men have you been with? I have dated a lot of men. Ask me how many I've slept with them. I'm still counting on two hands, guys. Because I'm not sleeping with everybody that buys me dinner. Real talk. Which is why I don't suggest expensive ass places. Yeah, my vagina is not a shrimp and lobster vagina. I'm allergic to shellfish. I'm probably the cheapest date you'll ever have because I can't eat shellfish. No lobster, no shrimp, nothing. The highest thing you got off of me is a ribeye. You know what I'm saying? So I don't sleep with everybody I go out with. And that's on God. But I'm also not looking to break nobody's pockets. Okay? Surrender to silence. It says, in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Okay? You know, when I first started dating years ago, I went on a date. I went on a nature walk with this guy. And it was a lunch date. We just went to this I love oxtails. We went on this nature walk, right? And while we were when we left, we were driving, and the car, the music was playing really, really low, but it was so quiet in the car. And I just started talking, and I couldn't stop talking. And he said to me, do you have a problem with silence? And I said to him, I actually do. I actually do have a problem with silence. And he said, I thought so. I said, because I'm so used to living in a world of chaos and noise and talking and all kinds of stuff, that when I get in silence, it makes me nervous. And then so being around him taught me to appreciate silence and peace. And now I can sit in the car and we don't have to have a conversation. We could just, the person I'm saying, whoever I'm with, I don't have to talk. I don't have to have something to say. I don't always have to have a rebuttal to an argument. Like, I have learned to appreciate peace. I really have. And he taught me that. He was the catalyst for teaching me that lesson. And every other man in my life will be appreciative of that. Trust me. Okay? Every man or whoever I end up with will be appreciative of that. Because I'm not always going to have my mouth open with nothing to say. Okay? Surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. When we are talking to someone, where most people are not actively listening, we hear, but we're not listening. And the reason why we don't listen is because we're in our head, we're formulating what we're going to say next instead of actually listening to what the person is saying. Active listening is one of the skills that a lot of people lack in this world. I had to learn that too. All these skills that I have, I had to learn, but I learned them over time. I learned active listening because I was in a relationship with someone who said to me, Nikki, you do not listen to what I say. He said, you listen so that you listen to me just so you know when I'm going to stop talking so you can start talking. But you are not listening to me because you're hearing me, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. Because the response that you come back with later that has nothing to do with what I just said to you. It's what you feel and what you've been formulating in your head and thinking about saying the whole time I've been talking to you. And I said, damn, he's right. I was like, he's right. And I realized I don't listen to what he's saying. So over the years, after leaving that relationship, I learned, Nikki, listen. Learn how to listen to someone speak. Learn how to take in the words that they say. And sometimes I repeat the words back to them because that's my way of reaffirming to myself that I actually heard what they said. So if someone comes to you and says, listen, I feel like we don't spend enough time together. And I feel like when you're here, you're not really here. I want us to build this stronger relationship. But I feel like I'm questioning whether or not you want us to have that stronger relationship. My response to that in the past would have been like, well, it's not my fault we don't have a strong relationship. It's your fault. Or you know what? I think we have a strong relationship. Or maybe if you didn't bring it. No. My response to that now would be, I hear what you're saying. You feel that we don't have a strong enough relationship because I'm not doing my part. So what I need to hear from you is, what do you need from me? Not what do I think I need to do to build a strong relationship with you? What do you need from me? Okay? To build the stronger relationship that you feel we don't have. Because I feel we have a strong relationship. But that's just my perspective. So I guess my perspective is different from yours. So what is it you need so that you feel that our relationship is strong too? I'm listening. That's how you speak. That's how you reaffirm to someone that you heard their thoughts, that you heard what they said, that you understand their perspective. Okay? Communication is the number one reason for divorce and the number one reason for the breakdown of relationships. Okay? If you're constantly in defense, you can't communicate effectively. Okay? You can't. All right? So, surrender defensiveness. Stop listening to what people are telling you, ready to argue as soon as they stop talking. And actually take time to listen to what they're saying. Another thing is, don't always have a rebuttal. Sometimes people say stuff to me and I don't respond the same day. I now take my time because I've learned over time, people used to say, well, I feel this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, well, what do you have to say? And I'm like, well, I don't have anything right now. I need to think about it. Well, no, we need to discuss this right now. Well, here goes the thing. I can't discuss it with you right now because I need to process what you told me. Stop trying to make me give you an answer right now when I haven't even processed everything you told me. Can I get a second to roll it around in my mental and think about it before I respond? Because see, when you feel that you're forced to respond to something because they have to have an answer right then and there, what happens is you say some shit that you don't really mean. Or you might use a word that you didn't mean to use, and they took it exactly the way it was said when really you meant to use a different word, but because you felt pushed to speak on something that you weren't ready to speak on. And then it makes the argument worse. Yes, you can either react, process, or process and respond. So I literally had, I had a significant other during one time where he would say something to me and I would take it in. I would be like, okay. He thought because I wasn't saying something at that moment that I just took whatever he said and I ran with it. And I was like just accepting guilt or blame or what. No, I wasn't. 3 days later, because it usually takes me 2 or 3 days to process. One, I need to decide whether or not I need to react to what you said, because everything somebody says doesn't need a reaction. Okay. Sometimes people just say things to you to share, and you need to decide, do I need to react to that? Do I want to react to that? Or do I want to let it go because they're just voicing their opinion? Everything doesn't need a reaction. 2, if I do feel I need to react, I need to think, why do I feel this way because of what they said? What is it? Is it jealousy? Is it anxiety? Is it paranoia? Did they trigger something from a past hurt that's triggering this feeling in me? Where is this coming from? Why I feel I have to react? Okay, now I've identified why I feel I have to react. How do I want to respond? Okay, and then I formulate my response in a way that's respectful. And I don't formulate my response as a retaliation to hurt their feelings or to try and make them feel the way they made me feel, because they didn't do it on purpose. They were just sharing how they felt. And then from there, I can go talk. So I used to come 3 days later and he'd be like, are you serious? And I'm like, yes. Can we talk about what you said the other day? And he's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, okay, well, this is my response. And I'm real prim proper with it. This is how I felt, blah, blah, blah. Now, there are other times that they say certain things to me, or the way they say certain things, and I don't respond. One day we were in the house, and the tone he used with me, I did not like it. So you know what I did? Instead of saying, well, I don't like the way we're not doing that. It's not necessary. I took my ass in the bedroom. And we had a sofa and stuff in the bedroom. I stayed in the bedroom, watched television in the bedroom. I chilled out. I worked, I read, and I did my stuff. And I gave him some distance. A couple days later, we were talking, and he brought up something where he didn't respond to somebody's emotions. And I said, yeah, that's the same thing. I said, the other day when you said something, it really bothered me. And I said, I was hurt. But I said, it's not worth arguing over. So I went in the bedroom and did my own thing, and I chilled out. Because see, I got to pick my battles because I love you. When you love a person, you pick your battles with them because you don't always want to be battling. So you won't pick battles. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to argue over stupid shit. Save that shit for something that's important. All right? Save it for big stuff. So I told him, yeah, I'm not going to argue over the way you spoke to me. I'm going to take myself in the other room, and I'm going to hope that you recognize. I'm going to pray on it, which is what I usually do. I usually go pray, God, could you please show him that the way he spoke to me is the reason why I'm not in there right now and why I'm distancing myself. And I know that when I pray on it, God goes to that person and he gives them that message, because later he comes back and he would go, hey, you want to go out to dinner, or you want to do something later? And I'd be like, yeah. And that was his way of recognizing that maybe his tone was a little too harsh with me. Okay? Sometimes you don't need to correct a person verbally. You can correct the action by just changing your actions. Or sometimes learning how to be quiet. You don't always have to have something to say. Silence is very powerful. Okay? So I feel like with some of y'all, you're going to have to learn to, like, if this ex is bothering you or she's harassing you or something, you can't constantly be running to your spouse like, oh my God, what are you going to do about it? Listen, he can't control the crazy on this bitch. Okay? It just is what it is. So you know what you got to do? You got to pray. God, help this woman, help this man. Because, something ain't clicking. The gears don't all connect. But that doesn't have anything to do with me, and it don't have anything to do with him. I love my husband. I love my wife. I ain't going nowhere. Okay? I ain't going nowhere. Because for some of y'all, I feel like this person is going to bring hell into this person's life to try and get them to get you to make it where you're kind of in this energy of like, I can't deal with this. No, you got too much going on. If this person puts boundaries in their life and they don't allow this woman to their house, or they don't allow them on the property, or they don't allow them to do certain things, and you block them, move on with your life. Move on with your life. He's choosing you, Divine Feminine. He's choosing you. And yes, there's going to be some people that are going to be pissed off. But I've never seen, sometimes good things come with consequences. Not necessarily for you, but other people just can't handle it. Okay? So your maturity right here, your emotional maturity to be able to handle this situation is going to be very important. Okay? But I feel like this man that's coming towards you, that you're going to be meeting soon, I feel like this man has come to this determination that somebody was using their mental health as a means of trying to hold them back from moving forward. Or they're caring about someone from moving forward. And this person is going to wake up. They realize that, and they're moving on with their life. And now if they have a child with this person may be calling and doing stuff. And you know what? You just trust me. This man knows how to handle the situation. He knows. Okay. So just know he's not going to do anything that's going to, this woman is not, she's not a problem. Let's put it this way. If you're worried about him cheating with her, nah, it's not going to happen. He's not going to sleep with this woman. Okay. He's not. This is just her trying to do anything she can to incite some kind of response from him. Okay. Yeah. Perfection. Yeah. This woman, her problem is, wow, she's trying to be perfect. She believes in trying to be perfect, but there's no such thing as perfection. That's probably what's driving her mentally crazy. What did I just say? Insecurity. I told you, this woman is insecure. She puts on fronts to try and be something that she's not for stability. So this man may have been her source of income, a stable place for her to stay, because the root chakra is about your foundation, your survival. In the past, this woman was able to secure a stable foundation by using her mental health as an excuse. Okay. If he leaves me, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to do this. And so this man stayed. Okay. He stayed. Maybe he thought, okay, well, I'm going to stay. And, I don't want the kids to have to deal with their mama acting like that. Or this ex-girlfriend, he may have been like, okay, well, I've known her for a very long time, so I don't want to just leave her like that. Okay. I'm not with her, but I try to be nice to her, because she is an ex. Okay. But I feel like this man is realizing that now she's using using her mental health history to abuse his kindness. And he's like, okay, I got to move on. Okay. I got to move on. I got to go. This is somebody pretending. Look at this. Look at this. This person pretends to be grounded. They pretend like they got it together. But look at this aura up here. Look at that shit. This is like literally this person they have been pretending to be calm. They have been pretending to be peaceful. But their aura is disrupted as hell. It's dark. I feel like this person is about to show a side of themselves that they've never shown before, because they've been holding it all behind this perfect image that they feel like they have to keep to everybody. Okay. And I feel like they're about to lose it. And I think that this man may not have seen this side before, but this is literally like who they are. This is who they really are. They're about to show who they really are, and they're about to drop the energy of who they pretended to be. And I feel like for some of these men, they're just like, my God. Yeah, she has a very nasty aura. She does. Look, I can't make this shit up. This person has multiple personality disorder. They could be bipolar. They could be diagnosed with bipolar. Do you see this? Do you see the mouths down here? There's something speaking. Look, it's a whole face. This person has two personalities, y'all. I'll be damned. Look at that. This person has two personalities. This is personality border. This is bipolar with personality. Bipolar with personality, multiple personality disorder. That's what it is. Bipolar with multiple personality disorder. But there's another personality that they've never seen before. There's a third one. There's a third one that they've never seen before. They keep on telling me to look in here, in this space. Does that look like an eye or something? It's like a third personality who was shut, eyes were shut or closed. There's a third personality that people haven't seen yet in this person. Sybil. Oh, isn't that the movie about Sally Field? My friend who's a social worker told me about that. Yeah, she told me it's the movie with Sally Field. And it's she's got bipolar. Yeah, there we go. It's a multiple. She had 27 different personalities. Your divine masculine, your husband, ladies, has somebody who has multiple personality disorder that they're leaving, or that they left. They left a person with multiple personality disorder. If they have not left, there's about to be an outburst that's going to take place with this person. Okay, or it may have already happened. What happened to Sybil as a child? The story of Sybil, a young woman who had been abused by her mother as a child and as a result had a mental breakdown and created multiple personalities, caused the sensation. Sybil was a best-selling book in the 1970s and was adapted as a 1976 television miniseries and a feature-length docudrama. Okay? What did Hattie do to Sybil? As a young child, Sybil Dorset was so severely abused by her schizophrenic mother, Hattie, that her psyche disassociated into 13 different personalities, each hiding or preserving aspects of her psyche and causing her to seek help from a psychiatrist. Okay, so there's a personality here that this man has not seen yet of this woman. Yeah, there's a personality he hasn't seen yet. Ding. And he's about to see it if he hasn't seen it. Or the divine masculine that you're dealing with has seen this personality, this multiple personality of this woman, And for some of y'all, he's going to tell y'all the story about this. He's going to tell you about his ex who had multiple personality disorder or had mental health illness, and that he tried to work with her. He tried to stay with her. He tried to do everything he could. This person could have been in and out of the mental hospital. He tried to do everything that he could, and he ended up walking away. He had to make a judgment call as a father. He had to walk away and do what he needed to do for his children. Or if he doesn't have any children with this person, he walked away and made a decision for himself. Okay? This woman is not a threat to your new union. However, if this woman is around, okay, she is going to be a problem. She may harass you guys. She may, seek to stalk you and do certain things. And he may let you know this, but it really is not his fault. This woman was abused as a child, and he got with her not knowing the extent of how deep her abuse was. And so when he got with her, whether he married her or he was in union with her, when he realized, he left, okay? He divorced or he left or he broke up with this woman. But this woman she has serious mental health issues, okay? Now, for some of y'all, this divine masculine has not seen. He's seen 2 of these personalities, but there's more that are hidden back there that are going to be coming out to the surface, and he's going to be shocked. For some of y'all, this man may not be with this woman anymore. It looks like he could be single, but this woman still uses her mental health as a tool to manipulate, okay? Yeah. This could go same sex too. If you're a divine feminine and you're going into a relationship with a woman, your ex or your spouse's ex may actually have a mental illness, and this person is. I just don't like it. It's just, to me, it kind of feels like you're never going to get peace. Y'all may have to really put some boundaries in place here, but it's not your fault and it's not your spouse's fault. It's just this person is really mentally ill. Also for same-sex men relationships as well, okay? There is an ex here that is seriously mentally ill. And it's not a game, guys. This is not a matter of, oh, I can't stand that bitch. No, this person really is sick. So before you go, like, I can't stand that hoe, please understand this person is really sick. It's not a game, okay? Now, they use their sickness as a tool to manipulate people. This is true, okay? And I feel like they're about to flip out because they can't use it anymore. They can't use their illness, their mental illness, as a manipulation tactic anymore. There's the emperor with the judgment, Karmic. There's somebody who's making a judgment review and turning their back. And what this comes down to is when, in the past, family and friends could have called this masculine and been like, hey, Sybil's losing her mind, or Sybil's doing this or what, and he would run to, assist. And now he's like, listen, my life, I got a life I got to get to. I want a life. I got kids I got to take care of. I got priorities, and I cannot pause my life to constantly save this person. They got to learn how to save themselves. And if they don't have a desire to live, that's not my fault. If anything, whose fault is it? It would fall back on her family. Y'all knew her mom and her mom was abusing her. Y'all knew certain shit was taking place, and nobody did anything. Now I get with her, and now all of a sudden I'm a bad husband or I'm a bad boyfriend because I'm not jumping up. But really, y'all didn't tell me certain shit because y'all wanted me to jump. Y'all wanted somebody to take y'all place. Okay? So now the family probably like, well, shit, we don't want her back. And now the divine masculine, but I got to move on with my life too. I deserve to have a life too. So sometimes you got to put boundaries in place. So like this divine masculine may not talk to this woman's family anymore. When y'all go into union, you might be like, well, he don't talk to none of his ex's family anymore. Why? Boundaries. I'm not married to her anymore. I'm not, her and I are not in a relationship anymore. Her mama, her cousins need to stop calling me. It's not my problem anymore. And then they'll be like, oh, that's so cold. No, it's not cold. Y'all need to learn this too, because when you enable a person too much, you make them more crippled. You need to put the response. Listen, if you want to kill yourself, check yourself into a hospital. Stop feeding into people manipulating you. Somebody got to put their foot down. You got to put your foot down. Okay? When my mom put her foot down with me, I decided to do my healing work. I have never had another suicide attempt. I prayed to God, give me a reason to live, because a reason to live is not a man or a woman. I have a reason to live, God. You got to show me. What am I here for? And he showed me, and I found a reason to be here. Okay? I chose to live for my kid, my daughter. I had a daughter when I was 20 something. And I said, dying is not an option because she needs her mother. My daughter became a motivation. She wasn't my reason to live. She motivated me to want to be here because she deserved to have a mom who was stable and a mom who was going to do the work on herself. And I did it. I went to therapy. I healed my childhood issues and I learned to love myself. Okay? She was not my reason for living. She was a motivation for me to get better. If this woman has children and her children are not motivating her to do better for herself, you really think a man is going to do that? You think her mama going to do that? No, you gotta have a desire to want to be here. And I pull closer to God. There's no family member that can help you with this. God is the only thing that's going to ground you. And I'm keeping it so real. I called on Christ so many times, I can't even tell you. I cried so many tears when the depression hit, the pain hit. But I said, God got me. God got me. I might not see it, but he got me. And look at where I'm standing right now, guys. I'm not on no antidepressants. I'm not in therapy anymore. My therapist told me, she said, you got every coping skill you need. She said, I trust you. If you need me, you'll come back. But she said, Nikki, you have shown that you can recognize your triggers. You can recognize what's wrong and you know how to take care of it. And you know how to remove yourself from certain situations. She said, I trust you. And I said, thank you. She said, you've done your work. And I said, thank you. And she said, you're going to be okay. And I've been okay. I don't look to anybody else to keep me grounded. I get on my knees and I turn to God. I pray. I pray God give me the strength. And through God, I found healing. This woman's family is not going, this man or this woman's family is not going to save her. The only thing that can save her is God. It's the only thing that's going to save her. But she gotta let God in. She gotta believe in him. You gotta believe. You can talk about him all day long, but you gotta believe that he can save you. You gotta believe that he can heal you. And a lot of people want another man or woman to heal them. They don't want, okay? They want another man or woman to heal them instead of doing the healing for themselves. And that's what I'm getting here. My phone is dinging. Oh, somebody just booked the same day appointment. All right. So I love you guys. Okay. I think I'm going to put 60-minute appointments on sale. Yeah, I'm going to put 60-minute appointments on sale. Don't punish this man or this woman. This person was a catalyst to teach them about self-love because you have to love yourself enough to want to heal. And to want to be here. But you also got to recognize when people are using their mental illness as a tool to keep you from moving forward in your life. Okay? So that's what I have for y'all. This man is going to be faithful. Three of Swords. He went through some heartbreak. Okay? Because he was manipulated. He was used. But he moved on from this woman. And he's coming towards you. Didn't I say it? The Fool card. He's coming towards you. And when you meet him, y'all will date. You'll go back and forth. And then he'll tell you the things that he's been through. This man needs to be loved on. This man needs some positivity. Okay? And he needs to be with a person who's emotionally intelligent, mature. Because after dealing with something like this, walking on eggshells, If I say the wrong thing, she says she's going to kill herself and it's my fault. Or if I do the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying? After being with somebody like that, somebody wants peace in their life. So just keep that in mind. If you want to fuss and fight and argue, this is not the man for you. I'm going to keep it so real. It's not. Okay? King of Wands. I can't make this shit up. This woman is hooked on this man's money and his sex. The King of Wands with the Eight of Swords, she's hooked on the fact that he's going to be sleeping with other women. And with the Four of Pentacles, she's worried about the fact that somebody else will be getting stability. She feels betrayed because you're going to have long-term stability with another woman. You're going to have, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be broke or I'm going to be struggling. Listen, she decided, she made a choice to not work on her mental health. She invested in a man, but did not invest in her mental stability. That's on her. I invested in my mental stability. I didn't bet on my husband always being there. When I got divorced, I was able to mentally handle it because I invested in my mental health. It's not my job, my husband's, it wasn't my ex-husband's job to make sure I stay stable, mentally, emotionally, or financially. Okay? And temperance, I told you, this man is balanced. This man has been restored. Look at this shit. I can't make it up. Yeah. Yep. And for some of y'all, you will have the Ten of Pentacles with this person. Okay? Ten of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. Wow, this person went through hell. Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Magician. This person gave and gave financially to this person. And they never got anything out of it. They never got anything out of it. What they don't know, I don't know if they realized they were dealing with multiple personalities, but they were. Okay? Yep. This person has a different perspective and they're ready for a new outlook in life. They don't want to rush in and save anybody anymore. They want to be with somebody who's healed. They don't want to try and fix someone. They want somebody who's already fixed themselves. Okay? Real talk. So if you're the kind of woman who feels like, you know, you have to tell the new person in your life, well, my ex did this, so I don't know, then you don't want this person. This person's not going to pay and fix you from the shit that your ex did to you. This is not their job. Fix yourself. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. All right? I love you. Bye.